Swimmers and swim fans, don't forget to stop by the meat merchandise table in the upper concourse area. Get your What's Up Doc meat merchandise. Also, if you're in need of any swim gear, swing by and see the folks at Elsmore Swim Shop on the upper concourse level. Once again, we are going to get started this morning with 50 freestyles starting for the scoreboard end of the pool. We'll be doing that in just about 7 minutes or so. Swimmers, also don't forget that the instructional pool is open for additional warm-up and cool down, as well as the dive pool. Coaches and swimmers, don't forget that we also have time trials available following our preliminary session this morning. Time trial signups can be done at the clerk of course table, and time trial signups for today will close at 10:30 this morning. Just a couple minutes away from getting started here. Day 3 the Counsilman Classic here at the IU Natatorium. All right, ready to get started here this morning. 12 preliminary heats in the women's 50 freestyle. Good luck to all of our swimmers today. Heat 1 underway. Lane 1 from Seaward Tsunami. Jacoby, 3 from Franklin Regional. Lux, 4 from Cardinal Community. Weiss, 5 from Franklin Regional. Lacey, and 6 from Dunlin. Unruh. Junior cut of the women's 50 free, 26.59. And the Olympic trial cut is a 25.99. Emily Weiss, 27.65 as we move on to Heat 2. Heat 1 for Carmel Reed, 2 for Southeastern Fisher, 3 for Fox Valley Kale, 4 for Indiana Swim Club. Spears, 5 for Boilermaker Messidino, 6 for Fox Valley Cheaton, 7 for Club Wolverine Marquette, and an 8 for Franklin Regional, Chapman. Over in lane 1, Haley Reed, Carmel Swim Club, 28.05, Heat 3. Heat 1 for Fox Valley Lee, 2 for Zionsville Hinshaw, 4 for Fort Wayne Lefevre, 5 for Cardinal Aquatics Hogan, 6 for Fort Wayne Swim Team Vanderhagen, 7 for Carmel Berglund, and 8 for Bloomington Normal Rink. Dale Hinshaw, Zionsville Swim Club, Lane 2. 27-28, Heat 4. One for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Moon. 2 for Fox Valley Stege, 3 for Southeastern Swim Club Peterson, 4 for Fox Valley Faber, 5 Swimming Unattached Northwestern Guevara, 6 for Riptide Craig, 7 for Franklin Regional Ratzliff, and an 8 for Boilermaker Aquatic Jewel. Tegan Moon out of lane 1, 27-86, Heat 5. Lane 1 for Center Grove Scork, 2 Swimming Unattached Northwestern Milnick, 3 for Club Wolverine Hensler, 4 for Avon Community Jones, 5 for Franklin Regional Friend, 7 for Dublin Community Sable, and lane 8 for Riptide Duggan. Rihanna Hensler, Club Wolverine in lane 3. 27.9, Heat 6. One for Boilermaker Aquatic Pfeiffer, 2 for Carmel Swim Club Pangburn, 3 for Riptide Bird, 4 for Franklin Regional Gildersleeve, 5 Swimming Unattached Irish Aquatic Winnett, 6 for Fort Wayne Swim Team DeWitt, 7 for Fox Valley Stege, and an 8 for Carmel Swim Club Conley. And DeWitt out of lane 6, 27.91, Heat 7. In 1 for Irish Aquatics Jacob, 2 for Fox Valley Ruin, 3 for Carmel Swim Club Bowen, 4 for Irish Aquatics Quest, 5 for Fox Valley Cizik, lane 6 for Donner Swim Club King, 7 for Cardinal Aquatics Wheeler, and an 8 for Dublin Community Bailey. Megan Cizak in lane 5, 27.3, Heat 8. In 1 Swimming Unattached Northwestern Arts, 2 for Irish Aquatic Christensen, 3 for Club Wolverine Mayoko, 4 for Boilermaker Aquatics Wrightson, 5 for Indiana Swim Club Poplowski, 6 Swimming Unattached Louisville Wheeler, 7 for Irish Aquatic 4, and an 8 for Boilermaker Aquatics Mud. Four in lane 7, 26.82, Heat 9. In 1 for Carmel Swim Club Young, 2 Swimming Unattached Louisville Oglesby, lane 3 also unattached Louisville Schultz, 4 for Carmel Swim Club Chrisman, 5 for Club Wolverine Kraus, 6 for Carmel Swim Club Duffy, 7 for Boilermaker Aquatics Seidel, and an 8 for Cardinal Aquatics Welch. Welch in lane 8, 26.83, Heat 10. In one for Boilermaker Aquatic Johnson, 2 for Carmel Swim Club Williams, 3 for Riptide Smith, 4 for Club Wolverine Duluth, 5 for Club Wolverine Esfashenko, 6 for Indiana Swim Club Kuntz, 7 for Boonville Aquatic Dolphins Broshears, and in lane 8 for Boilermaker Aquatic Cressel. Fashenko 26-3-3, heat 11. One for Irish Aquatics Sheehan, 2 for Swimming Unattached Louisville Kraus, 3 for Berkeley Aquatics Grimmy, 4 Swimming Unattached Regenauer, 5 for Irish Aquatics Dolan. In 6 for Cardinal Aquatics Albero, 7 for Indiana Swim Club Heitman, and an 8 Swimming Unattached Louisville. Give a sec. One more heat left to go after this one. Chloe Grimmy, Berkeley Aquatics in lane 3, 26.35, and here we go with our final heat, heat 12. In one for Irish Aquatics Heller, 2 for Fox Valley Stone, 3 for Indiana Swim Club Haskett, 4 Swimming Unattached Louisville Vischer, 5 for Louisville Brunecker, 6 for Louisville Shore, 7 for NASA Wildcat Aquatic Smith, and an 8 for Club Wolverine Tucker. McKenna Stone, Fox Valley in lane 2, 26.21 to finish this off there in the preliminaries of the women's 50 freestyle. Ten preliminary heats now in the men's 50 free, heat 1. In lane 2, unattached, Mother Seed. Lane 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Cook. 4 for Berkeley Aquatic, Hatum. 5 for Dublin Community, James. 6 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Sims. And 7 for Club Wolverine, Williams. Junior cut in the men's 50 free, 23.99. The Olympic trial cut is a 23.19. Zachary Cook, Indiana Swim Club, starts us off at a 25.23, heat 2. In 1 for Fox Valley, Darlinger, 2 for Indiana Swim Club Brown, 3 for Riptide Keller, 4 Swimming Unattached Louisville Wyatt, 5 for Boilermaker Aquatics Sherman, 6 for Indiana Swim Club Brock, 7 for Center Grove York, and an 8 for Fox Valley Knopf. Nicholas Sherman, Boilermaker Aquatic here in lane 5. Sherman touching in a time of 24.26. Heat 3. In 1 for Concord Finley, 2 for Club Wolverine Siegel, 3 for Jaguar Aquatics Young, 4 for Club Wolverine Smuchlow, 5 for Center Grove Atnan Rodriguez, 6 for Southeastern Swim Club Christopher, 7 for Club Wolverine Hunter, and an 8 for Southeastern Swim Club Street. Miles Smuchlow, Club Wolverine. Lane 4, Atnan Rodriguez, and 5 takes heat 3 in a time of 21.59. This is heat 4 coming to the block. In 1 for Franklin Regional Ratzliff, 2 for Fox Valley Subramnian, 3 for Club Wolverine Storms, 4 for Fox Valley Siness, 5 for Irish Aquatics Hennewick, 6 for Rochester Parlett, 7 also for Rochester Nord, and an 8 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Rosick. Ryan Rosick in lane 8 at a 24-27, heat 5. In 1 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Lawrence. 2 for Fox Valley Caston, 3 for Boonville Aquatic Dolphins, Bussy, 4 for Berkeley Aquatic, Engrick, 5 for Fox Valley Ruins, 6 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Lip, 7 for Swimming Unattached Louisville, Worrell, and an 8 for Berkeley Aquatic, Martino. Ryan Lawrence, Boilermaker Aquatic, out front there in lane 1. Lawrence touching in a time of 23.92, heat 6. In 1 for Fox Valley, Doherty, 2 for Club Wolverine, Montague, 3 for Zionsville, Mauchline, 4 for Center Grove Aquatic, Martin, 5 for Duneland Wing, 6 for Southeastern Swim Club, Rogers, 7 for Club Wolverine, Cope, and 8 for Race Pace Club is Smith. Ethan Martin, Center Grove Aquatic Club in lane 4. Martin's time 24.17 as we move on to heat 7. In 1, Swimming Unattached Louisville Holmes, 2 for Dublin Community Michael, 3 for Irish Aquatic Santana, 4 for Club Wolverine Luong, 5 for Indiana Swim Club Gwinnett, 6 Swimming Unattached Louisville Steele, 7 for Munster Swim Club Adams, and an 8 for Franklin Regional Weiser. Brendan Santana, Irish Aquatics, lane 3, 24.38, heat 8. In 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Cushaw, 2 Swimming Unattached Louisville Cummings, 3 for Concord Swim Club Crushmar, 4 for New York Athletic Club Hell, 5 for Indiana Swim Club Franzman, 6 for Cardinal Aquatics Goyechi, 7 for Carmel Swim Club DeLong, and an 8 for Boilermaker Aquatics Bellini. Jack Franzman, Indiana Swim Club in lane 5. Franzman's time. No time on the board. Let's move on to heat 9. In 1, Swimming Unattached Northwestern Lusick, 2 also Unattached Northwestern Bundy, 3 for Indiana Swim Club Hamblin, 4 for Indiana Swim Club Peroni, 5 Swimming Unattached Louisville Barna, 6 for Boilermaker Aquatic Gomez Trigg, 7 for Fort Wayne Swim Team DeWitt, and an 8 for Franklin Regional Jacob Destram. Andre Barna. Heat 10. Our final preliminary heat in the men's 50 free, now in the water. Lane 1 for Fox Valley Boyle, 2 for Club Wolverine Chan, 3 for Indiana Swim Club Iber, 4 for Indiana Swim Club Apple. In 5, Swimming Unattached Louisville Delianis, 6 for Club Wolverine Borges, 7 Swimming Unattached Louisville Eastman, and in lane 8, Swimming Unattached Northwestern, Ms. Gala. Zach Apple, Indiana Swim Club, 22.63. Here are results of preliminary swims in the women's 50 freestyle. Second alternate Mudd, first alternate Christensen. In the D final, Wheeler, Shore, Jacob, Johnson, Cizik, Hinshaw, Smith, and Oglesby. In the C final, Heitman, Heller, Kraus, Ertz, Broshears, Schultz, Kraus, and Miyoko. In the B final, Govasek, Albiro, Dolan, Welch, Four, Kuntz, Regenauer, and Smith. And the A final in the women's 50 free, Haskett, Brunecker, Duluth, Tucker, Vischer, Grimmy, Frishenko, and your top seed in the women's 50 free from Fox Valley, McKenna Stone with a swim of 26.21. Time now is 9:16. 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 13. All right, ready to get going here again. 7 preliminary heats in the women's 200 backstroke. This is in 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Margaret Love, and in 5 for Fox Valley, Tegan Mihalik. Junior cut in the women's 200 backstroke, 2:18.29. Olympic trial cut, 2:14.69. Mihalik at the 100, 112.88. Love splits a 113.3. Margaret Love, Carmel Swim Club, 229.21. Heat 2. In 1 for Boonville Aquatics, Lydia Newkirk. 2 for Riptide, Nicole Berg. 3 for Southeastern Swim Club, Olivia Harder. 4 for Franklin Regional, Scarlett Friend. 5 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Alyssa Cyrus. 6 for Avon Community, Hannah Jones. 7 for Rochester Swim Club, Olivia Wilcox. And in lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Josephine Grody. In junior cut in the women's 200 backstroke, 2:18.29, Olympic trial cut, 2:14.69. Preliminary results now. For the men's 50 freestyle, have a potential swim off here for first and second alternate between James Sinise and Holden Smith. So we need to see a coaching representative from Fox Valley and Race Pace Club here at the head table. Here is the D final. Ms. Gala, Luzik, Holmes, Jung, DeLong, Luan, Cope, and Destramp. In the C final, Santana, Bundy, Rosick, Sherman, Worrell, Boyle, Martin, and Eastman. In the B final, Kresmer, Lawrence, Smochlow, Cummings, Goyechi, Chan, Iber, and Polini. In the A final, Wyatt, Hamblin, Franzman, Dilianis, Barna, Borges, Apple. Your top seed in the men's 50 free from Center Grove, Victor Anton Rodriguez, in a time of 21.59. Time now is 9:22. The 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event 14. And again, once again, we need to see coaching representatives from Fox Valley and Race Pace Club here at the head table. Also need to see a coaching representative from Northridge Area Swim Association here at the head table. Josephine Grody here in lane 8, Indiana Swim Club, 2:19.93. Heat 3. In 1 for Southeastern Swim Club, Molly Peterson. 2 for Westfield Aquatics, Aaron Verbrugge. 3 for Club Wolverine, Claire Young. 4 Swimming Unattached Louisville, Sophie Underall. 5 for Center Grove Aquatic Club, Ida Skorick. 6 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Tessa Wrightson. 7 Swimming Unattached, Abby Hay. And in lane 8 for Irish Aquatics, Catherine Brennan. Underdahl out front here. She turns at the 100, 106.86. Claire Young second in lane 3, 107.7. And third, Tessa Wrightson in lane 6, 108.01. Under all, 217.54 as we move on to Heat 4. In 1 for Cardinal Aquatics, Trista Wheeler. 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Devin Kitchell. 4 swimming unattached, Louisville, Kelly Tishner. 5 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Maya DeWitt. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Colleen Duffy. 7 for Carmel, Sarah Jarding. And at 8 for Irish Aquatics, Lauren Kilgore. I have some revised results here for the men's 50 free, only impacting the B and A final heats. So let me recap those for you. In the B final, following preliminary results, the men's 50 free, Kresmer, Antonin Rodriguez, Lawrence, Smochlow, Cummings, Goyechi, Chan, and Iber. And the A final now for the men's 50 free, Pellini, Wyatt, Hamblin, Franzman, Dilianis, Barna, Borges, and your top seed in the men's 50 free from Indiana Swim Club is Zachary Apple at a 22.63. So let me mark that now at 9:28. 9:28. Coaches, you got 30 minutes in which to declare any scratches. Again, that's in this evening's men's 50 free. Maya DeWitt, Fort Wayne Swim Team here in lane 5. Heat 5. In 1 for Club Wolverine, Catherine Minich. 2 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers is Corinne Yorkman. 3 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Natalie Mudd. 4 for Club Wolverine, Sophia Tinman. 5 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Mariah Denigan. 6 for Zionsville Swim Club, Elise Heiser. 7 for Concord Swim Club, Elise Messinger. And an 8 for Riptide, Lauren Lewis. Sophia Tunman, Club Wolverine, 2:15.16. As we move on now to Heat 6. In 1 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Riley Jordan. 2 swimming unattached Louisville, Maggie Johns. 3 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Lauren Parrish. 4 for Club Wolverine, Chloe Hicks. 5 for Carmel Swim Club, Madeline Chrisman. 6 swimming unattached Louisville, Annette Schultz. 7 for Southeastern Swim Club, Abigail Harder. And an 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Taylor Conley. Chloe Hicks, Club Wolverine at the 100, 106.49. Lauren Parrish, second in lane 3, 107.09. And third at the 100, Maggie Johns. Swimming unattached Louisville, lane 2, 107.86. Chloe Hicks, 2:16.28. Final heat, preliminary heat coming to the block now in the women's 200 backstroke. This is Heat 7. Halfway through our final heat here in the preliminaries of the 100 back. Mariella Ventor from Club Wolverine turns in a 105.8. Josephine Ramey from Fast, second out of lane 6, 107.36. Coaches and swimmers due to scratches in the women's 50 freestyle. Boy, we got a lot moving around here. Maisie Seidel from Boilermaker, now the second alternate. Kendra Bowen from Carmel, the first alternate. We now have Madeline Smith and Grace Oglesby in the D final. We have a swim off to determine who's in C, who's in B, between Claire Mayoka and Vanessa Krause, the Club Wolverine. So we need to see a Club Wolverine coach over here at the head table. And we have a swim off to determine who's in the A final, who's in the B final between Christiana Regnauer and Reagan Smith. And so we need to see coaches of Riptide and Louisville over here at the head table. Again, that in the 50 free. A lot going on there. This is the first of 5 preliminary heats to be swum in the men's 200 backstroke. Lane 2 for Club Wolverine, Jeremy Babinet. 3 for Franklin Regional, Nicholas Kleiner. 4 swimming unattached Louisville, Neil Morsey. 5 for Concord, Camden Cook. 6 for Carmel, Brett Sherman. And in 7 for Fort Wayne swim team, Chandler Lip. Neil Morsey out front, 1:02.32 at the 100. Ahead of Babinet in lane 2, 1:03.36, and third in lane 6 is Brett Sherman, 1:04.98. And Neil Morsey with a time, 2:11.17. Heat 2. In 1 for Lawrence County Aquatics, Andrew Swenson. 2 for Rochester Swim Club, Grafton Parlett. 3 swimming unattached Louisville, Anderson Sellers. 4 for Zionsville, William Modglin. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Wyatt Brock. 6 for Rochester Swim Club, Grant Reeves. 7 for Irish Aquatics, Sadler McKean. And an 8 for Race Pace Club, Holden Smith. Junior cut in the men's 200 backstroke, 2:06.99, with an Olympic trial cut time of 2:02.99. McKean out front, lane 7, 10053. Holden Smith, second in lane 8, 102.36, and third in 4, William Modglin, Scienceville Swim Club at a 103.1. Our first new Olympic trial cut earned this morning by Luis Gustavo Borges, the Club Wolverine. In the men's 50 free, his 22.91. That's his second Olympic trial cut set here at the natatorium. So, Lewis, when you get a chance, head over to the clerk of course table. You're eligible to pick up your second Olympic trial cut bag tag. Can't get those everywhere around the country, just here at the IU Natatorium when you earn your Olympic trial cut here. Pretty cool stuff. Sadler McKee and Irish Aquatics brings it in lane 7, 207.44. Heat 3. In 1 for Irish Aquatics, John Bosler. 2 swimming on attached Northwestern, John Thorne. 3 for Franklin Regional, Kate Oliver. 4 swimming on attached Northwestern, Manuel Martos Bacarizzo. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Gabriel Fentoni. 6 for Club Wolverine, Alex King. 7 swimming on attached Louisville, Mitchell Wyatt. And an 8 for Southeastern Swim Club, Blake Ratzliff. Manuel leads the way here in lane 4, 58.53 at the 100. Kate Oliver second from Franklin Regional in lane 3, 100.47. Third at the halfway mark, Gabriel Fantoni of Indiana Swim Club, 101.21. Here are the results now of preliminary swims in the women's 200 backstroke. We're only going to have 3 heats swum this evening, so your C final. Conley, Skorick, Ober, Broshears, Schultz, Mudd, DeWitt, and Minich. In the B final, it'll be Kenzior, Wrightson, Grody, Young, Johns, Chrisman, Shoup, and Kovac. And in the A final of the women's 200 back, Parrish, Heiser, Underdahl, Denigan, Ramey, Hicks, Venter, and your top seed from Club Wolverine, Sophia Tuman at a time, 2:15.16. Time now, 9:46, and the 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for the women's 200 backstroke. As we have Martos Bacarizzo there touching first in heat 3, 2:01.14, and here is heat 4. In 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Kyle Ponsler. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Spencer Lehman. 3 for Club Wolverine, Jared Daigle. 4 for Carmel, Wyatt Davis. 5 swimming unattached Louisville, Nicholas Albero. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Griffin Hadley. 7 for Club Wolverine, Alexander Martin. And an 8 for Bloomington Normal, Andy Ritsima. Nicholas Albero at the 100, 10014. Second, Wyatt Davis, Carmel Swim Club. Lane 4, 10032. And third, Jared Daigle, Club Wolverine, 10083. Wyatt Davis of Carmel, 2:03:05. Final preliminary heat in the men's 200 backstroke. Getting set to go. Heat 5. In 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Simon Davies. 2 for Upper Main Line, YMCA, Brendan Burns. 3 for Swimming Unattached Louisville, Nicholas Stefanidis. 4 for Cardinal Aquatic, Gregory Teresevich. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Jacob Steele. 6 Swimming Unattached Louisville, Jack Weaver. 7 for Fox Valley, Jared Simpson. And an 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Jack Smith. Terry Savage at the 100, 59.54. Stefanidis in 3. Second position, 10082. And Brendan Birds, third in lane 2 at the 100, 10095. Terry Savage starts us off here. 20068. Actually, to finish this up here in the men's 200 back. 20068. 11 preliminary heats now in the women's 200 freestyle. In 1 for Franklin Regional Swim Team, Isabella Ratzliff. 2 for Riptide, Winter Craig. 3 for Club Wolverine, Jordan Libler. 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Alyssa Connolly. 5 for Franklin Regional, Leah Hensley. 6 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Ashley Lefevre. 7 for Fox Valley Swim Team is Rebecca Farber. Junior cut of the women's 200 freestyle, 2:04:29. Olympic trial cut, 2:01:69. Alyssa Conley turns at the 100 in lane 4, 105.54. Jordan Libler, second in lane 3, 106.05. And third in lane 1, Isabella Ratzliff from Franklin Regional, 106.21. Alyssa Conley, 2:13.35, heat 2. Heat 1 for Fox Valley, Megan Cizek. 2 for Fox Valley, Kristen Stege. 3 for Carmel Swim Club, Taylor Connolly. 4 for Irish Aquatics, Aaron Sheehan. 5 for Carmel, Morgan Croning. 6 for Donner, Elizabeth King. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Ann Rulo. And an 8 swimming unattached Northwestern, Melissa Melnick. Here now, results of preliminary swims in the men's 200 backstroke. Again, we'll only have 3 heats swum in our final session this evening in this event. So the C final, Simpson, Parlett, Ritsima, Modglin, Wyatt, Weaver, Smith, and Bossler. In the B final, Thorne, Lehman, Hadley, Davies, McKean, Ponsler, Burns, and Daigle. And the A final of the men's 200 back, King, Sophanidis, Oliver, Steele, Albero, Davis, Martos, Baccarizo, and your top seed in the men's 200 back from Cardinal Aquatics, Gregory Atusevich, and a time 2:00.68. Time now 9:56 in the 30-minute scratch rule, in effect for event number 16. Aaron Sheehan, 2:11.35. Heat 3. Heat 1 for Berkeley Aquatic, Chloe Grimmy. 2 for Riptide, Nicole Berg. 3 for Doodlin, Lauren Unruh. 4 for Fox Valley, Isabella Harder. 5 for Irish Aquatics, Lily Christensen. 6 for Dublin Community, Elizabeth Andrews. 7 for Carmel, Avery Williams. And 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Maria Eduardo Seifer. Junior cut in the women's 200 free, 2:04.29. The Olympic trial cut, 2:01.69. Elizabeth Andrews out front at the 100. 102.66. Chloe Grimmy, second in lane 1. 103.07. Third in lane 8, Maria Eduardo Seifer. 103.62, her 100 split. Chloe Grimmy, Berkeley Aquatic, 208.69 as we move now to heat 4. In 1 for Riptide, Claudia Dugan. 2 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Maya Vanderhagen. 4 for Fox Valley, Tiffany Ruin. 5 for Zionsville, Elise Heiser. 6 for Zionsville, Belle Hinshaw. 7 for Carmel Swim Club, Megan Chrisman. And 8 for Franklin Regional, Sarah Hoffman. Belle Hinshaw, Zionsville Swim Club. 101.8 at the 100. Elise Heiser, second in lane 5. Her teammate, 102.32. And third for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Maya Vanderhagen. Lane 2, 103.27. And we need a coach representative from Fox Valley and Race Pace Swim Club. Please come to the head table. Need a coaching representative from Fox Valley and Race Pace Club here at the head table. Belle Hinshaw, 207.32. Heat 5. In 1 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Evan King. 2 for Boilermaker, Riley Kishman. 3 for Cardinal Aquatics, Ella Welch. 4 for Irish Aquatics is Luciana Thomas. 5 for Center Grove Aquatic, Crystal Kaler. 6 for Club Wolverine, Carolyn Sisson. 7 for Southeastern Swim Club, Molly Peterson. And an 8 for Dublin Community, Hannah Bailey. King turns first at the 100 out of lane 1. 101.35 followed by her teammate Riley Kishman in lane 2, 101.48. And third is Thomas in lane 4, 102.76. King, 206.53. Here's heat 6. In 1 for Irish Aquatics, Carly Quest. 2 for Fox Valley, Rachel Stagey. 3 swimming unattached, Maddie Luther. 4 for Dublin Community, Kristen Sable. 5 for Irish Aquatics, Kelly Jacob. 6 swimming unattached, Louisville, Caitlin Shore. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Josephine Grody. And an 8 for Franklin Regional, Carla Gildersleeve. Need a coaching representative from Race Pace Aquatics. You need to see a coach from Race Pace over here at the head table. Josephine Grudy, Indiana Swim Club, lane 7, 100.93. Rachel Stagey, second in lane 2. 101.42 in third, Carla Gildersleeve from Franklin Regional in lane 8, 102.62. Josephine Grody, Indiana Swim Club. Touching in at 204.83, heat 7. In 1 for Irish Aquatics, Mary Pruitt. 2 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Natalie Myers. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Maggie Wallace. 4 for Fox Valley, McKenna Stone. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Mackenzie Luce. 7 for Rochester Swim Club, Anna Ogren. And an 8 for Carmel, Rachel Young. Mary Pruitt, 101.31, followed by Mackenzie Luce. In lane 6, 101.62, and third, lane 4, McKenna Stone from Fox Valley, 101.98. Mackenzie Luce, 205.3. Heat 8. Heat 2 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Catherine Hughes. 3 swimming unattached, Christiana Regnauer. 4 for Club Wolverine, Emma Cleason. 5 for Irish Aquatics, Madeline Laporte. 7 for Club Wolverine, Chloe Hicks. And an 8 for Boilermaker Aquatics, Maisie Siddell. Laporte out front, 10082. Followed by Cleason in lane 4, 101.51. And third at the 100 was Maisie Siddell in lane 8 at a 101.92. We need a coaching representative from Fox Valley. Coaching representative from Fox Valley. Please come to the head table. Madeline Laporte, Irish Aquatics, comes in to touch in a time of 2:04.49 as we move on to Heat 9. In 1 for Schrader YMCA, Cassandra Jernberg. 2 swimming unattached, Louisville, Annette Schultz. 3 swimming unattached, Louisville is Maria Eduarda Sameda. 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Kelly Pash. 5 for Riptide, Reagan Smith. 6 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Kennedy Beal. 7 for Munster Swim Club, Catherine Foley. And an 8 swimming unattached, Northwestern, Electric LaBelle. Regan Smith of Riptide, 58.67. Kelly Pash, Carmel Swim Club. Second in lane 4, 100.01. And Samita, they're swimming unattached, Louisville in lane 3. Third, 100.02 at the 100. And Regan Smith with a time of 2:00.15. Heat 10. In 1 for Cardinal Aquatic, Gabriela Albero. 2 for Boilermaker, Megan Johnson. 3 for Sarasota Tsunami, Riley Ober. 4 for Irish Aquatics, Abigail Dolan. 5 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Kirsten Mitz. 6 for Swimming Unattached Louisville, Alina Kraus. 7 for Carmel Swim Club, Kendra Bowen. And an 8 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Lainey Kruger. Kirsten turns 58.91. Dolan second in lane 4, 59.51. And third, Alina Kraus in lane 6 at a 1:00.88. Kirsten Meets comes in at a time 2:00:45. Heat 11, our final preliminary heat in the women's 200 free. In 1 for Irish Aquatics, Skylar Ford. 2 also from Irish Aquatics, Lauren Heller. 3 for Club Wolverine, Sierra Schmidt. In 4 for Wolverine, Gabrielle Duluth. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Maria Paula Heitman. 6 for Magnolia Aquatic, Caitlin Sims. 7 for Carmel Swim Club, Ashlyn Underhill. And 8 for Club Wolverine is Jamie Zhen Young. Duluth turns at the 158.58, followed by Heitman in lane 5, 59.8 in third, Sierra Schmidt in 3, 1:00:37. Quickest time turned in so far in this event, Regan Smith from Riptide out of Heat 9, 2:00:15. It's Gabby Duluth, Club Wolverine. It's time 2:00:22. 12 preliminary heats in the men's 200 free, Heat 1. In 1 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Trent Pellini. 3 for Bloomington Normal, Andy Ritsima. 4 for Lawrence County Aquatics, Andrew Swenson. 5 for Fox Valley, John Ruin. 6 for Terre Haute Torpedoes, Nathan Summer. 7 for Center Grove Aquatic Club, Cody Lesky. And an 8 for Carmel is Joda Awasi. Junior National Time Standard in the men's 200 free, 154.29. The Olympic trial cut, 150.79. Pelini from Boilermaker taking it out in lane 1. 56.56 at the 100, followed by Cody Lesky, second in lane 7, at a 58.19. Third, Joda Awasi, Carmel Swim Club, lane 8, at a 59.02. Trent Pelini, 2 more strokes, he's on the wall, and a 156.2. Heat 2. In lane 1 from Dublin Community Swim Team, Reed Newman. 2 from Rochester Swim Club, Owen Nord. 4 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Dale Williams. 5 for Franklin Regional, Max Weiser. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Andrew Rafalco. 7 for Franklin Regional, Anthony Rice. And an 8 for Dublin Community, Brendan Ushida. Results of preliminary swims in the women's 200 free. Second alternate Sable, first alternate Johnson. In the D final, Stone, Regnauer, Hinshaw, Schultz, Kishman, Bowen, Thomas, and Young. In the C final, King, Underhill, Stagey, Heller, Siddell, Myers, Sims, and Pruitt. In the B final, Kraus, Luce, Cleason, Foley, Jernberg, Grody, Laporte, and Samita. And in the A final of the women's 200 free, Ober, Schmidt, Pash, Heitman, Dolan, Mitz, Duluth, and your top seed from Riptide, Regan Smith, in a time of 2:00.15. Time now at 10:22, and the 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 17. Dale Williams, 158.03. Heat 3. Coaches and swimmers, due to a scratch in event 15, a women's 200 backstroke, Corinne Yorkman of Fast Tigers now moves up into the C final heat. That means Devin Kitchell Carmel Swim Club moves into the D final with Riley Jordan. Northern Kentucky Clippers now your first alternate. Olivia Harder, Southeastern Swim Club, the second alternate. Again, that in the women's 200 backstroke. Brett Sherman at the 100, 56.36. Ethan Shaw, second in lane 2, 57.52. And third, Jackson Keeler of Riptide in lane 5, third at a 58.97. Brett Sherman, 155.96. Heat 4. In lane 1 of Heat 4 here from Fort Wayne Swim Team, Tristan DeWitt. 2 for Fox Valley, Brian Doherty. 3 for Irish Aquatics, Joshua Bottleberg. 4 for Club Wolverine, Spencer Cara. 5 for Club Wolverine, William Chan. 6 for Fox Valley, Jack Hiss. 7 for Club Wolverine, it's Matthew Siegel. Good race down here in Heat 4 as we come down to the finish. William Chan with an edge over his teammate Spencer Carter, lane 4, as they still fight it out into the wall. And Chan touching first in a time of 157.19. Heat 5. In 1 for Franklin Regional, Brendan Gow. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Gary Cosspade. 3 for Center Grove Aquatic, Anthony Williamson. 5 for Southeastern Swim Club, Keegan Street. 6 for Riptide, Timothy Rizzo. And 7 for Bloomington Normal, Tyson Tucci. Coaches and swimmers due to scratches in the men's 200 backstroke. We got John Bossler, Irish Aquatics, moving up into the B final. Got Alexander Martin, Club Wolverine, moves up into the C final. And we got Grant Reeves and Nicholas Cleaner moving up into the D final. That makes Camden Cook, Concord Swim Club, the first alternate. Andrew Swenson, Lawrence County Aquatics, the second alternate. Again, that is in the men's 200 backstroke, which is now a closed event. Gary Cospade, Indiana Swim Club, 157.6 as we head into Heat 6. In one for Boilermaker Aquatic, Nathan Bersanti, 2 for Fox Valley, Lucas Conrads, 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Jack Franzman, 4 for Rochester Swim Club, Grafton Parlett, 5 for Berkeley Aquatic, Logan Egernick, 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Corey Gambardella, 7 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Chandler Lipp, and an 8 for Fox Valley, Connor Boyle. Gambardella 56.26 at the 100. Parlett second in lane 4, 57.35. And third in lane 8, Connor Boyle. Fox Valley at a 57.53. Coaches and athletes, for tonight's final session, the instructional pool will be open as soon as the competitive pool closes for warm-up. And the instructional pool hours will be from 5:45 until 8 p.m. tonight. Also, coaches, swimmers, and fans up in the stands, remember that tomorrow morning there's going to be a 5K run, the Purple Stride 5K run in the area, impacting traffic flow on the IUPUI campus. And we have postings. I know we've got them back in hospitality room. I'm sure we have them posted upstairs as well, fans, for you to check out. But just be aware of that. That could impact your access to the natatorium and the surrounding area. Corey Gambardella in lane 6, 153.61. And we now move on to Heat 7. In one for Franklin Regional, Mac Ratzliff, 2 for Club Wolverine. Jeremy Long, 3 for Club Wolverine. Andrew Babiak, 4 for Swimming Unattached Louisville. Michael Eastman, 5 Swimming Unattached Louisville. Kyle Worrell, 6 for Indiana Swim Club. Michael Dravis, 7 for Fort Wayne Swim Team. Jack McCurdy, and an 8 for Dublin Community. Eddie Michael. Michael Eastman at the 100, 56.05. Kyle Worrell, second in lane 5, 56.38, and third. But a tie for the 2 Club Wolverine swimmers, Jeremy DeLong and 2, Andrew Babiak, and 3 at a 57.46. Michael Eastman, unattached Louisville, bringing him down with Kyle Worrell, his teammate. He may get in there first in lane 5, but Eastman touching first, 57.15 to a 57.21 by Worrell. Here his heat 8s. In 1 for Irish Aquatics, Alexander Santana. 2 for Center Grove, Sebastian Wink. Lane 3 also for Center Grove, Andrew Stabler. 4 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Nicholas Sherman. 5 swimming unattached Louisville, Hayden Curley. 6 for Irish Aquatic, Maxwell Miranda. 7 for Club Wolverine, Charles Swenson. And an 8 for Concord Swim Club, Stephen Kreshmer. Maxwell Miranda, Irish Aquatic, 55.47 at the 100. Hayden Curley, second in lane 5 at a 56.28. And third at the turn, Charles Swanson in lane 7, 56.32. Charles Swanson, Club Wolverine in lane 7 with a time of 1:53.59. Good enough for a junior cut. Heat 9. In 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Michael Cavillo. 2 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Nicholas McDowell. 3 for Club Wolverine, Luis Gustavo Borges. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Thomas Vanderbrook. 5 for Club Wolverine, Robert Zufchek. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Griffin Hadley. 7 for Carmel, Alec DeLong. And an 8 for Club Wolverine, Bora Anolmis. Zufchek at the halfway. Lane 5, 55.67. Michael Cavillo, Indiana Swim Club, second in lane 1, 55.98. And third at the turn, Nicholas McDowell in lane 2, Boilermaker Aquatic at a 56.14. Michael Cavillo, Indiana Swim Club, in lane 1, 1:52.81. Fastest posting so far. 3 heats left to go. Heat 10. In 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Gus Rothrock. 2 for Carmel, Jacob Mitchell. 3 swimming unattached Northwestern, Liam Gately. 4 swimming unattached Louisville, Zach Harding. 6 for Irish Aquatics, Sadler McKean. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Griffin Iver. And an 8 swimming unattached Louisville, Graham Barrett. Liam Gately out front, 54.74. All back second in lane 4 at a 54.84. And Sadler McKean, third in lane 6 for Irish Aquatic at a 55.51. We need a coaching representative from Concord here at the head table. Coaching representative from Concord, please come to the head table. Felix Albeck, Club Wolverine. 150.19. Heat 11. All back with the quickest time so far, 150.19, heat 11 now in the water. Lane 1 for Fox Valley Swim Team, Ayush Dushpan. 3 for swimming unattached Louisville, Samuel Steele. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Zach Apple. 5 for Carmel, Wyatt Davis. 6 for swimming unattached Louisville, Marcelo Acosta. 7 for Club Wolverine, Mokhtar Al-Yamani. And an 8 for Club Wolverine, Thomas Cope. Al-Yamani, Club Wolverine at the 100, 53.21. Then it's Samuel Steele in lane 3, 55.47. And Marcelo Acosta in lane 6 at a 55.56. Swimmers, just to let you know, at the conclusion here of the men's 200 freestyle, that we are going to have a swim-off in the women's 50 free before moving into the 400 IM. Again, swim-off coming up in the women's 50 free at the conclusion of the preliminaries for the men's 200 free before we move on to the 400 IM. Mokhtar Al-Yamani, Club Wolverine, brings it down in lane 7. And the time, 150.86. Final preliminary heat in the men's 200 freestyle. This is heat 12. In 1, swimming unattached Northwestern, Peter Lusick. 2, swimming unattached Louisville, Colton Polson. 3 for Nassau Wildcat Aquatics, Reed Malone. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Blake Peroni. 5 for Boulder City, Hussein Grothy. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Jacob Carl. 7 swimming unattached Louisville, Andre Barna. And an 8 for Franklin Regional, Jacob Destram. Again, 50 freestyle, swim off coming up at the conclusion of the heat that's in the water. Andre Barna, unattached Louisville here in lane 7, turning at the 100 in a time of 53.42. Colton Paulson, second in lane 2, 54.61. St. Grothy, he turns in lane 5 at a 54.78. Barna makes the turn for home. Quickest time turn in so far in the preliminaries in the men's 200 free of Felix Allback, a Club Wolverine, a 150.19. And Barna is going to touch his time, 150.54. All right, swim off now. This is to determine 16th place, how they're going to line up in this evening's final. Direct your attention down to the scoreboard balcony end of the facility. Two swimmers from Club Wolverine going to be going at it here. Lane 4, Claire Miyoko, and in lane 5, Vanessa Kraus. Here we go. There we go again. Miyako in lane 4, Kraus in lane 5. To determine 16th place for the lineup in this evening's final of the women's 50 free. These ladies swam earlier this morning, put in a time of 26.97. Vanessa Kraus with the edge here in lane 5. And it's going to be Vanessa Kraus in a time of 26.63. Both those ladies going faster than their swim earlier this morning, so nice job there. Kraus with a 26.63 and Miyoko with a 26.76. Back down here to this end of the facility as we're going to enter into 6 preliminary heats, the women's 400 IM. Heat 1. In 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Maggie Wallace. 2 for Boonville Aquatic Dolphins, Elise Umbach. 3 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Avery Floyd. Lane 5 for Westfield Aquatics, Catherine Ham. 6 for Concord Swim Club, Alyssa Bessinger. And in 7 for Southeastern Swim Club, Molly Robinson. Here now the results of preliminary swims in the men's 200 freestyle. Second alternate DeLong, first alternate Vanderbrook. In the D final, Parlett, Iber, Polini, Sherman, Analmus, Mitchell, Rothrock, and McKean. In the C final, Destramp, Curley, Malone, Miranda, McDowell, Borges, Davis, and Zofchak. In the B final, Gambardella, Swanson, Polson, Cope, Harding, Covillo, Gately, and Acosta. In the A final heat of the men's 200 free, Steele, Carl, Apple, Grothy, Peroni, Alyamani, Barna, and your top seed from Club Wolverine, Felix Allback in a time of 150.54. Time now 10:50, 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 18. Need a coaching representative from Concord Swim Club. Coaching representative from Concord. Please come to the head table. Maggie Wallace, Indiana Swim Club. $517.97. Heat 2. In 1 for Carmel Swim Club, McKenna Lesky. 2 for Carmel, Hannah White. 3 for Franklin Regional, Sarah Hoffman. 4 for Franklin Regional, Allie Terrell. 5 for Club Wolverine, Jordan Libler. 6 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Riley Jordan. 7 for Carmel, Morgan Croning. And an 8 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Allie Weidinger. Junior cut of the women's 400 IM, 457.29. And the Olympic trial cut, 451.79. Jordan Libler, Club Wolverine here in lane 5. Comes down to the end of her breaststroke leg. And Libler's time, 5:12.97. Heat 3. Devin Kitchell, Carmel Swim Club over there in lane 1. And on the move, coming up quick in lane 3, Josephine Ramey, Fast Tigers in lane 3. Ramey closes the gap quite a bit on Kitchell coming down here to the end. Both of them off the wall on their return leg here at the women's 400 IM. Ramey on the charge in lane 3. And into the lead, Josephine Ramey, 5:07.79. Three more heats left to go here in the women's 400 IM preliminaries. Heat 4. In 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Bailey Kovac. 2 for Indiana Swim Club is Hope Hayward. 3 for Rochester, Anna Ogren. 4 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Natalie Myers. 5 for Irish Aquatic, Mary Pruitt. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Madeline Chrisman. 7 for Irish Aquatics, Samantha Ullison. And in 8 for Dublin Community Swim Team, Elizabeth Andrews. Mary Pruitt, Irish Aquatic out front. 2:22.68. Natalie Myers now on the breaststroke leg. Lane 4. So they're going at it stroke for stroke over in lane 3. Bailey Kovacs, Indiana Swim Club. As she's into the front now. Kovacs leads at the end of the breaststroke leg, 3:48.43, followed by Myers in lane 4, Pruitt in lane 5. Natalie Myers, Boilermaker Aquatics, comes back here on the freestyle leg to finish it off. And she's in on the wall in a time of 4:56.73. Heat 5. In 1 swimming unattached, Abby Hay. 2 for Irish Aquatics, Luciana Thomas. 3 swimming unattached, Louisville, Sophie Catamol. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Mackenzie Luce. 5 swimming unattached, Northwestern, Electra LaBelle. 6 for Club Wolverine, Victoria Kwan. 7 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Allison Picarillo. And an 8 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Selena Rio. Mackenzie Luce leading the way here at the end of the breaststroke, 3:45.78 as she makes the turn. Ahead of Victoria Kwan in lane 6 of Club Wolverine. Third position, Luciana Thomas, Irish Aquatics in lane 2. Cattermole Luce. LaBelle and Kwan already have their Olympic trial cut in this event. And Mackenzie's time, 4:51.67 this morning. Final preliminary heat of the women's 400 IM coming to the block. Heat 6. In 2, swimming unattached Louisville, Carly Lowe, 3 for Carmel. Kelly Pash, 4 for Northern Kentucky Clippers. Mariah Denigan, 5 for Magnolia Aquatic Club. Caitlin Sims, 6 swimming unattached Louisville. Maria Eduarda Smida, 7 swimming unattached Louisville. Maggie Johns, and an 8 for Northern Kentucky Clippers is Kennedy Beal. Pash, Denigan, Sims, and Samita already with their Olympic trial cuts in this event. Maggie Johns with her junior cut. Already accomplished in the women's 400 IM. Kelly Pash takes it out here on the fly, 104.93, followed by Maria Eduardo Samita in 6. 106.34, and third Carly Lowe in lane 2, 106.7. Mariah Denigan, Northern Kentucky Clippers, comes back here in the breaststroke leg as she makes the turn. 2:18.56 ahead of Pash, 2:19.64 in lane 3. And third, Samita in lane 6, 2:20.26. Taking turns at the end of the breaststroke, 3:43.36. Patch 3:46.19 and Samita 3:46.84. Mariah Denigan, Northern Kentucky Clippers, 4:48.96. Six preliminary heats now in the men's 400 IM. Heat 1. In lane 2 for Rochester Swim Club, Nicholas Wheeler. 3 for Carmel, Griffin Seaver. 4 for Concord, Matthew Bond. 5 for Dublin Community Swim Team, Austin Davis. 6 for Fox Valley, Elmer Wang. And 7 for Fox Valley is Preston Waldusky. Junior cut in the men's 400 IM, 4:43.09, and the Olympic trial cut, 4:25.99. Griffin Seaver, Carmel Swim Club. Turns after the backstroke, 2:17.25. Ahead of Nicholas Wheeler in lane 2, 2:21.57. And third, Austin Davis in lane 5, 2:21.92. Griffin Seaver still leading the way here at the end of the breaststroke, 3:44.29, but Austin Davis, second in lane 5, closed the gap there at a 3:45.82, and third to turn Preston Wildusky in lane 7, 3:48.14, heading into our final 2 links here in Heat 1 of the men's 400 IM preliminaries. Race really tightens up there. Austin Davis into the lead in lane 5, 4:18.64. Seavers 4:18.73 there at the turn. Seaver looking across the way at Davis in lane 5. And it's going to be Griffin Seaver, Carmel Swim Club in lane 3. In a time of 4:50.16. Heat 2. Heat 1 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, John Banks. 2 for Jaguar Aquatics, Wesley Hembry. 3 for Concord Swim Club, Camden Cook. 5 for Fox Valley, Lucas Conrad. 6 for Lawrence County Aquatics, Andrew Swenson. 7 for Dublin Community Swim Team, Brendan Oshida. And 8 for Cardinal Aquatics, Igor Novodarski. Novodarski at the 100, 102.28 in lane 8. Then Oshida in lane 7, 105.3. Over in lane 1, John Banks at 105.89. See Novodarski first, 2:16.27. Here are the results of preliminary swims in the women's 400 IM. Second alternate Terrell, first alternate Ruby. In the D final, Underhill, Croning, White, Wallace, Lewis, Hoffman, Libler, and Kruger. In the C final, Reel, Chrisman, Ellison, Andrews, Beal, Hayward, Kitchell, and Remy. In the B final, Ogren, LaBelle, Hay, Kovac, Picarillo, Lowe, Pruitt, and Sims. And in the A final, Myers, Johns, Thomas, Kwan, Samita, Pash, Luce, and your top seed of the women's 400, I am Mariah Denigan from Northern Kentucky Clippers in a time of 4:48.96. Time now 11:31, and the 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 11. Igor Novodarsky, 444.58. Heat 3. Heat 1 for Fox Valley Swim Team, Jack Hiss. 2 for Southeastern Swim Club, Blake Ratliff. 3 for Dublin Community, Ethan Shaw. 4 for Irish Aquatics, Joshua Bottleberg. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Jacob Steele. 6 for Dublin Community Swim Team, Reno James. And an 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Zane Backus. Jacob Steele at the 200, 209.93. Reno James turns 217.1. Third, Blake Ratliff, lane 2, 218.46. Steele after the breaststroke, 327.16. Reno James, 340.12. And Zane Backus now in third, Indiana Swim Club in lane 8, as he turns at a 342.59. Jacob Steele, 431.11. Halfway through our preliminaries here at the men's 400 IM. This is heat 4. In lane 1 from Northern Kentucky Clippers, Matthew Sims. 2 for Zionsville Swim Club, Coleman Modulin. 3 swimming unattached, Louisville. Anderson Sellers. 4 for Irish Aquatic, John Bossler. 6 for Club Wolverine, Andrew Bornstein. 7 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Daniel Sims. And an 8 for Riptide, Timothy Rizzo. John Bossler, Irish Aquatic at the end of the backstroke, 214.92. Over in second position, Matthew Sims. Andrew Bornstein, Club Wolverine, charging into the lead here on the breaststroke, 3:32.67. Bossler, 3:34.18. Turning third over in lane one, Matthew Sims, 3:39.35. Great race here as Bossler back to the front in lane four. Coming up to close out heat four. 4:36.59 for John Bossler. 2 heats left to go in the men's 400 IM preliminaries. Heat 5. Heat 1 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Jack McCurdy. 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Augustus Rothrock. 4 for Club Wolverine, William Roberts. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Michael Calvillo. 6 for Club Wolverine, Bora Analmus. And 7 for Club Wolverine, Jared Daigle. William Roberts, 59.63. Cavillo, 100.81. And third, Rothrock in lane 2, 100.94. And we need to see the following coaches here at the head table. I got 5 of them. Franklin Regional Swim Team, Northwestern, Carmel, Northern Kentucky Clippers, and a coach from Westfield. Again, we're looking for coaches from Franklin Regional, Northwestern, Carmel Swim Club, Northern Kentucky Clippers, and Westfield. Need to see them here at the head table. William Roberts, 326.48. Cavillo, 328.17. And Anomalous in lane 6, third, 329.36. One more preliminary heat left to go. As William Roberts, Club Wolverine, comes down here to close out Heat 5 in lane 4. Already has his Olympic trial cut in this event, as well as Michael Cavillo next to him in lane 5. And Roberts, 427.93. Heat 6. Full heat of swimmers here to close us out of the men's 400 IM. Lane 1 from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Kyle Ponsler. Lane 2 for Irish Aquatics, Maxwell Miranda. 3 for Club Wolverine, Thomas Cope. And 4 for Wolverine, Charles Swanson. Lane 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Spencer Lehman. 6 swimming unattached Louisville, Jarrett Jones. 7 for Franklin Regional Swim Team, Kate Oliver. And an 8 for Fox Valley Swim Team, Ayush Deshpan. At the conclusion of the heat that's in the water, we'll have a 15-minute break, and then we'll have our time trial session coming up. We'll have one heat of 200 distance and 2 heats at mixed 100 distances in our time trial session this afternoon. Again, total of 3 heats in the time trial. Maxwell Miranda leading the way, Irish Aquatics in lane 2, 59.55. Second to turn, Jarrett Jones, swimming unattached Louisville in lane 6, 100.47. And third, Spencer Lehman, Indiana Swim Club in lane 5. .200 meters into this, Jarrett Jones out front in lane 6, 2:10.00. Spencer Lehman second in lane 5, 2:10.5. And third, Maxwell Miranda in lane 2, 2:10.82. And already start to see position changes starting to develop here on the breaststroke leg. Halfway through the breaststroke, Spencer Lehman, lane 5. Turns at the far end, 2:48.68. Ahead of Charles Swanson in lane 4. Swanson tied with his teammate, Thomas Cope, in lane 3. They both turn at a 2:49.18 down there. And it's going to be a good race down here to our final 2 lengths. Thomas Cope, Club Wolverine, out front in lane 3, 326.18 ahead of his teammate Charles Swanson in 4, 326.42, and Spencer Lehman turn in third there in lane 5 at a 327.58. Thomas Cope turns. And now the sprint down here in our final leg. Charles Swanson in lane 4. Colt breathing off to his right. They both see what they need to do. Swanson kicks in the afterburner to take our final preliminary heat in the men's 400 IM at a 426.67. Time now is 11:52. 11:52, and we'll take a 15-minute break before heading into our time trial session. So the instructional pool closes at noon. That's about 6 minutes.